I think,
Dude, it was
did,
25. Wasn't
that's what I
it
was
in
thinking. Did we do
December?
like an end of the year show or something like that?
I
And
think
it's
we
like,
did. Yeah. Yeah.
oh,
Time flies. I mean, like, I saw my youngest daughter at Christmas, and usually we get together every, at least once a month or whatever. And here it is, the month of March, and
yeah,
we've got a family party thing going on to celebrate Michelle's youngest son and his. They He got married last year. I think I mentioned it on the podcast, and so we shall celebrate 2 Fridays from now. So I'll get to see Kate then. But yeah, it's just weird, that it's that time has just been flying by. January for me felt really long. I don't know how it felt to you, and I
yeah,
know,
it did.
like,
Whereas
yeah.
February flew by.
Oh, just yeah, exactly. So I don't know. People were equating January to being, like an entire year unto itself, and then yeah, February flew
Yeah,
by, and now we're into March, and
we are.
uh, yeah.
I think for me, I'm still suffering from the I'll do it later type thing. So I think I've maybe done. I think this is probably like the 7th podcast I've done this year, which is way
Yeah,
behind the weekly.
right.
But I'm all good. We don't make money doing this, so I'm all good. It's like some weeks I'm
No.
like, I haven't got the
So
energy.
Rocket wanted to say hello, evidently. Either that, or if he is needing to go upstairs and have some alone time in the kitchen, I'll run him up there, but I'll take the camera with me,
Yes.
So
Well, at some point, the cat, because I'm in the room that leads to the
oh,
outside,
really?
and the
Yeah.
cat is outside.
Yeah.
So at some point, the cat may crash this stream and start meowing up a storm. So,
Yeah. Well,
pets
we
can make
want people to feel like
cameos.
they're visiting with us during our visit, so
And they
that's
are.
good.
And they
Yeah.
are indeed. What have you been
Yeah.
watching? Let's not talk about
Um
real world events that are going on, because it's just not that sort of
no.
podcast, and it will give us both headaches. So what have you been watching? Have you been watching a lot, or have you been watching not a lot, or
Did I disappear? I'm sorry, man. I should have put my phone on do not disturb or whatever, but yeah, that was a somebody, probably a telemarketer. So I'm going to take my
probably?
watch off. Yeah, man. But we've been. Did I skip out again, man?
You
That's oh,
skipped. You skipped out again. So
I
we
bet
got
that was.
to. That's
I
because you
bet
took
that
the
was
watch
when
off.
the people hung up the phone, whoever was
Yes.
calling me. So
Yeah.
but yeah, man, we've watched some good movies and good TV shows. Um, let's see here. Let me put Rocket on the floor. I bought this dog for Michelle, right? Because I have Jax, the huge dog, and then there's this wee little thing for my wee little wife.
Yeah.
And because I'm here all the time, he now sees me as the all supreme, Lord of the
Yeah.
home. And so, anyway, last night, he even, when I came back down to check on the computer and check on one client, he came down and laid on the sofa and waited on me to go back up. He's supposed to be up there with Michelle. So, anyway,
Our cat's the same. Our cat
yeah,
will, it goes crazy if we're both not in, but if one of us is out,
right.
it's always looking for the other person. It's a full-on
It's
OCD cat. Weird.
yeah. Yep. Jax, for the most part, will just lay down here on the sofa and want to keep me company. And but sometimes he'll get on the landing. We have a split level house, so sometimes he's on the landing. Can't figure out if he wants to be down here with me or up with Michelle. And then, I mean, like, Rocket is spoiled. If he wants to just have fun, then by all means, he will follow Michelle because he knows that I don't play. But
Well,
yeah,
our cat is so spoiled. If there's a knock at the door in like the
yeah,
daytime, obviously,
yeah.
the cat comes down because it thinks it's a McDonald's delivery of nuggets for the cat, and I have to sit there and skin McNuggets,
Right.
chop them up and feed them to the cat before I eat my own food. It's outrageous.
That is hilarious, man. At least I thought you were going to say the cat goes to the door and barks, but that would just be Rocket.
Weird. That
So,
would be weird. Yeah.
yeah. But something worth probably putting on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Cat's
So I
barking. Yep.
finally sorry, man. I'm jumping around. We finally saw Predator Badlands.
Yeah, I haven't seen
And
that
you had
yet.
s oh, I thought you'd seen I guess it was Neil who had
No,
seen it
I have
because
not
he's
watched it. Hi, Sam in the chat. No, I think Neil's watched it. I have not.
yeah,
I'm way behind on films,
yeah,
as always.
yeah, but it's really good, man, and, they did the face digitally, and so the actor wore sclera, so that his eyes were the alien predator color, but yet all of his expression could be captured and thrown into the digital face. But they did an excellent job. It's not something you would get hung up on, like, oh, that's a distraction. But it was good, a good story. I think you'll enjoy it.
Good.
Um, do you want to ping pong back and forth or?
Yeah, well, my the things I've been watching are just weird. I'm all over the place. So
Yeah,
I watched, and we can ping pong. I
yeah,
watched. Now I like the Rebel Moon movies. The
right,
I keep wanting to call them the theatrical versions, but they're not the theatrical versions. But
right,
because they were the shorter ones,
right.
short. And
Yes.
I tried to watch the director's cuts a little while
Yeah.
ago, but I'm like, we don't really need all like, nakedness and uber gore and whatnot. So I sort of stopped after 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm kind of done. I'll stick with
Yep.
the theatrical
Yeah.
ones, as I'm going to call them.
Right. I agree
But
with you, man. Yeah.
then I went back like a
Yeah.
week or so ago, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch these extended director's cuts,
Yeah.
and just I'm gonna push through them. And I
Right. Right.
enjoyed the first one. I've seen the
Yeah.
first one. It's like 3 hours and 20 minutes or something crazy.
Yeah.
So you got like an extra hour or whatever of footage in it.
Right.
I don't know how I feel about it. I still don't think that the story of Rebel Moon needs the adult content.
Right.
The swearing, the nudeness,
Yeah.
the gore. It doesn't
Yeah.
need it. I thought the shorter versions were fine
Yeah.
because they're the sort of film you could sit down with kids and watch.
Right.
Not so much these director's
It kind
cuts.
of took us back to our childhoods back in
Yeah,
the 70s and 80s where, PG, there was no PG-13 and PG could, have some R-rated stuff in there, but it was a different beast and there was still some modicum of respect, I think, with and
yeah,
I like Zach's work, but I'm with you. I watched through and I can't remember any of the names because it's been a while, but it was the Lords of the Sith, whatever that dude's name is. And he's gone to the planet and he's just being so vicious. It's like you've already called him a steaming pile of crap. Do
yeah.
you have to go on? Do you have to just keep torturing and beating him? And so, yeah, I'm with you, man. It didn't make a lot of sense to me.
And it was a bit of a slog. And
Yeah,
I mean, I'm glad I've watched the first director's cut, Chalice of
yeah,
Blood, so the name of the film's totally different as well. And the
yeah,
and it's kind of cool that I've seen all this extra footage because it's not just a case of they've just cut and pasted blood, gore, nudity into it.
right.
There's lots of sequences because obviously it's like a near enough an hour or whatever longer. But I think if I in the future think I want to watch Rebel Moon, I think
Yeah,
I'm going to go for the shorter versions.
yeah, yeah. I'm with
I've
you.
not watched the second one yet, but I will watch it
Yeah,
just as a completist. But
yeah.
I don't think that film needed to be that long.
No, and somewhere along the way, somebody said, "Hey, man, this needs to go. This needs to go. We need to tighten this up." And I think it was for a reason, So.
Neil's in the chat. I'm not sure if Neil's in the chat bashing his own film Starship Rising or not, whether he's bashing Rebel Moon. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was an interesting thing. It was just
Yeah.
I'm glad I watched it. I
Yeah.
kind of wish the Rebel Moon films were out on disc though, so I could
Yeah.
put them on. And I don't, to put both versions on there. But it's Netflix, isn't it? So who knows?
Yeah. Well, and it sounds like Netflix is not going to acquire Warner Brothers, which is kind of a disappointment because
It
I
is,
don't want to
yeah.
pay for Paramount to be able to see all the. I'm hoping HBO
No,
Max will still keep some of it, but I guess
no, it's going. It's going.
it's all going, huh?
All going. The HBO brand will still stay,
Yeah.
but any HBO content will then
Yeah.
start going on to Paramount Plus. to
Wow.
beef up Paramount Plus, and that's great.
Because
I'm a subscriber to Paramount Plus, and I think
yeah,
it's wonderful. But we all
yeah,
know the price is going to go through the roof,
that's
and
right.
who
Yeah,
knows what that's going to cost. I mean, I think at the minute it's like $5.99 or something for the basic,
right.
and I'm okay with
That's
that. But
probably
there's
with
no
commercials
way
too, right?
that's with commercials. But there is
Yeah,
no way it's going to stay at $5.99 once if who knows, this
yeah,
deal could still collapse. There's still a lot of things to jump through.
yep. Well, that and then seemed like somewhere along the way I saw a news clip where Netflix had to go in front of some sort of committee, and the committee was saying, if you two join forces, there'll be a monopoly. It's unfair, and your content is crap. I can't remember it all, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, which I enjoy Netflix. I'm not looking to replace it anytime soon. But
Well, originally, when it was like Warner are up for sale, Netflix are interested. I originally
yeah,
thought, bad idea. This is not good. But then
hmm
the more that the TED from Netflix released, I'm like, maybe it's not going to be so bad.
right,
And I was kind of getting used to the fact that Netflix would get Warner Brothers and it would all,
yeah,
that would be fine. But then this
right,
whole Paramount thing, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not, I like Paramount. I think Paramount are great, but the
right,
current Paramount new owners, we don't know what they can do. We don't know how they're going to
right,
run a studio. So I'm a little bit worried.
yeah,
I would rather Warner stayed on their own and just
right,
didn't sell to anybody, because it was the same when Disney bought Fox.
yeah,
Oh, we're still going to run Fox. You're like, well, how many films go into cinemas that have got the Fox logo on? Not as many as there used to be. And I think
right,
it's going to be very similar with Paramount and Warner.
yeah. Well, and that's one of the things again from our childhood where there were certain logos and the sounds and music that went along
Yeah.
with it. The Lad Company, which we don't see anymore, I don't
Yeah.
think,
Yeah. No.
and tons of others. And that was what I, put together, pirated for the Waxing Cinematic Open, where you've
Yeah.
got all these different little vignettes of these different, logos and stuff. You can't see them, of course, but but it's just our past, memories from our past. But everything is changing, and logos and new companies and anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's like Warner Brothers have been bought out over the years, whether it's by Time, whether it's by AT&T,
yeah,
Discovery or whatever. So it's not new that a studio will be bought up by a conglomerate, but it's kind of rare that it'll be bought up by another studio.
right,
It's not never happened, but it's
yeah, yeah,
not quite used to that. But we've probably got like a year at least until
right,
we see anything starting to happen. And then it'll be a
yeah,
couple of years after that before we see any ramifications from it. But
yeah. I just hope that they'll leave James Gunn in charge of the DC universe, and that way we can have some consistent build. Because I don't want to start over. I mean, yeah, I like the Zack Snyder DC universe, and I wish that he would continue too.
what's
And
your
then
what's your
anybody,
prediction on James Gunn? Do you think he'll stay or do you think he'll go?
I think as long as he and was it Saffron, I think as long as they continue to be given that Avi Arad kind of power, I
Yeah.
think they'll continue to make stuff. I mean, it sounds like they have a plan. I don't know if you saw the teaser for Green Lanterns or Green Lantern
No,
Corps, whatever they're calling it.
that got
Yeah,
leaked and then they had to release the proper. I didn't have to, but then they released the
yeah.
proper version. But I've not watched that yet.
Yeah. I mean, it looks okay. Nothing's been revealed. We haven't seen anybody in a suit, not in the version I saw anyway. And I didn't see the pirated version. I saw the one
Yeah,
that
the proper one.
James Gunn was saying, "Hey, tomorrow you'll get the teaser." And then I guess that was why. I mean, you said it was leaked, and then it was like an hour or two later he said, "You guys willed it to happen, so here it is today." So
Yeah,
that
but
that was good.
it'll be interesting. I mean, where it gets a little bit tricky is the Ellisons who own Paramount, Skydance.
Yeah.
They are very good friends with President Trump,
Mm.
who
Really?
James really good friends with them.
Man. Yeah.
And James Gunn and President Trump do not get on. They don't like each other So you can see where that there's a lot of
Right.
trickiness that could pop up, but I've tried to be very delicate and polite with that because I don't want to
Right,
start
right.
any more conflicts around the world. But
Right, right. You have
but
enough trolls following you, right?
yeah, well, I generally don't do too bad with trolls.
Oh, it's good,
I
man.
think on the last podcast, I think somebody was in the chat and they asked me and Stu Miller, "Are we both trans?" I'm like, so I don't know whether I was a man transitioning to be a woman,
Yeah.
rather. I think it's a woman look weird, or the other way
It's
around.
the beard,
And
man.
it must be
Yeah.
the beard. So I went, no, we're
Yeah.
not really, and then that was it. So
Those
that's about as
yeah.
much trouble. It's probably Neil. Uh, but yeah, I generally don't suffer too
Yeah.
much trolling.
Those guys are the worst, man. I remember when Jake and I were live streaming, and this one guy got on there, and it was Dexter's dad who reprimanded him and told him to go away or whatever. Because we were watching this guy say, "Hey, we'd really like to see Jake give John a lap dance." And
Wow.
dude, we're talking movies. Some of the cartoons that we were sent via email were very inappropriate, and but I mean that's just the weirdness of the world, I suppose. So
And I think the world's getting weirder. I'm having this whole
yeah,
mental battle with social media where I've used it for since it started,
right,
but now it kind of sucks.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
just I'm not impressed with it to the point where I'm thinking, other than just sharing links for videos and maybe commenting now and again,
right,
do I bother? I'm certainly not on it
right,
as much as I used to be, but
yeah,
and you know, X, aka Twitter,
yeah.
virtually no interaction goes on there. So it's
You're
like,
not
well,
kidding, man.
whatever. It's just like I've
Yeah,
got 17,000 followers on there, and you're like, if I post something, I'm lucky if I get 3 people
yeah,
going, yeah, quite like that. So that's
yep,
very quiet.
yeah,
Facebook is a mixture of fake crap, like
right.
pictures of Charles Bronson holding a 104-year birthday cake. It's like he died in like the 80s or very early 90s, I think it was.
Right.
Dying him.
Yeah.
Um, Goonies 3's coming out in March. No, it's not. All that crap. Or it's people fighting with each other. Hey, I
Yeah.
want to watch Supergirl. You're an idiot. Why do you want to watch that? Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
All that sort
Yeah.
of silliness.
Yeah.
Or clickbait. You'll never guess what
Right.
happened. It's just
Yep.
crap, and it's not even pages
Yeah.
that I follow. It's just algorithm
Right.
spew that comes up. So I'm kind of fed
Yep.
up with that.
Yep. I'm with you, man. I do not go on Facebook unless like I was looking for I'm looking for an electric bass, right? And but I want it used, not abused. I want it playable, but I've never had a bass guitar. I borrowed a friend's back in high school and played it for about half a year and then went back to a, six-string guitar. But anyway, so Michelle sent me a link, and this dude, I mean, like, anyway, you know, it, we had a mutual friend. I could check him out, but yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't have much use for Facebook.
Mm,
The number of people that did wish me a happy birthday was very nice, but I go on there annually. That's about it. And so Instagram has gotten to the point where, like you may post something cool, Neil will post something cool, and then it's like, hey, take this test and see if your dog sucks because you probably need our dog training. And then you flip to the next one and, hey, buy gold because the apocalypse is here. And
yep.
then, and you're just scrolling and it's a bunch of angry people. And there was one ad where this guy was like, you know what pisses me off about people not being able to get on their horse, getting on like this? What a bunch of dumbasses. Buy my course. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not buying anything from you because you're a
No,
jackass. Why would I want to take lessons from someone who is angry?
you wouldn't.
Horse riding is therapeutic. It's relaxing, and man, my horse is right there. It's not moving. Now that I've said that, who knows? But I mean, like, I get on my horse without a problem. So anyway,
But it's like Neil was saying, social media is dying methinks. I think it's like, you know what?
I think so.
So do
If
I.
not, it should. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
they're losing relevance. And I'm with you, man. I used to be able to post a thought on Twitter, and people would comment, and not the trolls, mind you, but I mean the people like you or Neil or
Mm,
Jake or whoever, and hey, yeah, blah 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 or whatever. But now if I post, we pay too much in taxes and don't get enough from the government, then somebody's going to troll and say, "Oh, so you want to cut welfare?" It's not what I said. So I just
Yeah.
don't post anything, man, unless it's a
No.
picture of the dogs or a sci-fi project or something. So
I
yeah,
think it's like, I still enjoy YouTube because I'll do I've done about 3 videos this week, not counting this one, where I'll
right?
just do a video, put it online and go, that's done. Do what you wish video. And hopefully
Yeah,
people watch
yeah,
it and people leave comments and like, hey,
yeah,
nice video. And it's great. I
right.
like that. But the other stuff like the Facebook and Blue Sky, I barely use anymore because it's like,
Yeah. Well,
why?
and Facebook is so full of the AI things where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I was out in the wilderness and I saw this wolf come up underneath the frozen ice and I helped it get out and then I drove it into the vet. I mean, like, anyway,
It's like, no,
it's
you didn't. That's not a
yeah.
real wolf.
Be creative with your AI, but don't just tell stupid stories. And
Yeah.
what's the gain? I mean, like, if I gave a big enough crap, I'd give it a thumbs down. But that's what keeps me from going on Facebook. I just don't care.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah.
like I tend to enjoy not going on social media and just watching an old movie instead that I've seen before and go, I'll just go
Yeah.
watch that.
Yeah.
Today
Yep.
I've watched 5 episodes of Star Trek Voyager because
Yeah.
I never finished Voyager when it was back in the
Yeah.
day. I wasn't a massive fan of it because I preferred
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine. But I'm like, do you know what? I've never seen it, so I've got Paramount.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll
Yeah.
just watch the first one,
Yeah.
and I watched like 5 episodes in an afternoon. So I'm like, kind of good with that. I've
Yeah.
got 7 seasons of that show to go through. I'm very happy.
Well, and the
Um,
cool thing with something like that is that was back in the day where people could speak their mind without worried about being canceled, and they could bring up different points of view, and we could have discussions, civil discussions. And
yeah.
that is just something that we've been robbed of. I wish that TV and movies, I think comedy is finally getting back to being able to speak their minds and spark conversations. But I don't know. TV just I don't know. There's some good shows and then there's a lot of vanilla.
I tried to get into Starfleet Academy. I don't know if you've seen any episodes of that.
Is that the new live action one?
That's a new live action one, yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Um, I've seen 5.5 episodes of that. I've seen,
Yeah.
and I'm just not. I can't really get into it. I'm like,
Hasn't it been canceled?
no, no, it's coming back for season 2.
No way, because I thought
But
because again, it's just, people spreading lies. But I
yeah, no,
thought that after South Park did a parody that the show was canceled or something. I don't know.
no, no, it's coming back. So I've seen 5.5 episodes of that, and
Hmm.
yet this afternoon watching the pilot episode of Voyager, there's more Star Trek in that first episode of Voyager than
Yeah.
any Star Trek in 5.5 episodes of Starfleet Academy, and I'm like, and I was trying to
Mm,
work out what it was,
yeah.
and it's like I think with this new show, they're just trying to cram too much in.
Yeah.
They're doing the whole look at all these visuals, look at all these lens flares, look at all this mythology, look at all these different characters. You need to know everything
Right.
about all of these characters within as quick
Right.
as possible.
Yeah.
Whereas Voyager, I've seen 5 episodes. I couldn't tell you half a dozen things about some of these main bridge crew, but
Right.
I'll get
Yeah.
to know them over the 7 seasons,
Yeah.
and it just
Yeah.
feels more relaxed and an easier show to watch rather than Starfleet Academy.
Yeah. We watched what is it? Night of the Seven Realms or whatever.
I started, and I will go
Yeah.
back into it because I told Neil, I'm like, if it gets
Yeah.
really good, let me know. And he's like, it's got really good. So either he's suckering me into
Oh,
it or it
yeah.
has got really good.
Yeah. Michelle and I finished it and well worth a watch. I think it is my favorite Dragons show. Just having a good heart. You've got two very likable characters and let's see here. Episode. I don't have my glasses on, so I
Episode
think you said
5. Episode 5, he's ranting
yeah.
about. Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, I won't give any spoilers, but I mean, like, it was by far my favorite. I mean, like, Michelle and I watched the entire Game of Thrones series, and then the House of Dragon, and but this is my style. Maybe 10 years
Okay.
ago, it maybe wouldn't have been as much, but yeah, it's really I think it's well worth watching, and it's wrapped up.
Annette and
So
I
yeah.
watched the first 2, and we're like, nothing's happening in this show. What the hell? What's going
Right.
on? And then
Yeah.
we decided to bail, but we did
Yeah.
think we both agreed if we hear it gets really good, then we'll jump back in. So we are gonna
Yeah.
finish off the TV
And they
show.
claim that the showrunner claims that, or maybe it's the producers, that they're going to do one season per year just to kind of further his story. And
Yeah,
it's in
hopefully.
between, the was it House of Dragon and the other. So anyway,
Yeah,
it's kind of interesting seeing people put together these family trees, and this is how they all hook up. And the granddaughter of Egg is this old lady that you see in House, not House of Dragons, but anyway, yeah.
yeah.
So Game of Thrones,
So
yeah.
we're gonna
So
go
it was
back into that.
interesting.
I
Yeah,
finished off Mayor of Kingstown, so I'm up to date on that.
yeah, dude.
Really
Was
good
that
show.
and they're coming back with another season, which is good because this
Yeah,
one seemed like all the rest of the season finales. It was built up. You saw, so, and it's like, okay, so this is a wrap on this guy. Now there's this girl, and this is what's happening. And it was so much bigger than just, hey, they're all dead. Oh, give a man hug, and then that was it. Cut to black. What?
yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, it was really good. I enjoyed it as always.
I
So
still have issues with his character
yeah.
because he would like storm into an office, and if it's like if you stormed into my office, it'd be like, "Who are you? You're not a cop. You're not a gang. Get the flip out of
Right.
my office." But I just suspended disbelief on that. But as a
Yeah.
show, it's
Yeah.
so good. I think Bunny's one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
The lead gangster, he's great.
Yep. Yep. Well, he's a very likable guy, and he's very human. He lets the distractions of everything shiny get in his way, and then he wants to grow too fast instead of organically. And yeah.
Yeah,
And then hey, I trust this guy. Whoops. So anyway.
don't trust him. Nope, don't trust him. But yeah, so that's
Yeah.
I've finished that one. Finally caught up with that.
Yeah.
I haven't started Shrinking yet. I'm gonna wait
Dude, this
until the full
season's really
season.
good.
But
Yeah. Yep. And we have also been watching Hijack and the season 2, and
I
that's really
watched season
good.
one. Season one was really, really good, and it's like
Yeah.
is so. Here's my question on season two, though,
Yeah.
which I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Does it feel weird? It's like, oh, hang on a minute, he's in a similar sort of position he was in last time. Because
Nope.
no,
Makes perfect sense. Yep. The
wonderful.
scenario is set up, and you wonder what's going on for most of the first episode. I can't remember when the reveal is like, oh, this is what's going on, but
Yeah,
excellent. And Apple just puts together these really nice, gritty shows.
yeah,
And then they have heartwarming shows like Shrinking
like
and Ted
Shrinking.
Lasso. Telling you,
Exactly.
man.
It's great.
So have you seen Running Man, the
I
new
did.
one?
I liked it.
Yeah, I did
Of course,
too.
the
Why did
internet.
everybody hate it?
That's what the internet does. It just hates everything, which is part of the roll that into the why social media sucks.
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
it's the Running Man. It's not Schindler's List or The English Patient or
Right.
Casablanca. It's the bloody Running Man, for God's sake. It's like what
Right. Yep.
got a man in it and he was running. It's like what did you not get that you thought you were going to get? But no, I liked it, and I'm a big fan of the Arnold Schwarzenegger one as well. I love that movie. It's in my
Yeah.
top 250 films. It's the
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger one,
Yeah.
but I have
Yeah.
no issue at all with this new one. It's certainly
Yeah.
more faithful to the book than the
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger one is.
Yeah. And it's a
Um,
short story, isn't it? Versus a book, or is it a book? Am I missing it?
No, I think it's like well, it's not like a big fat book, but I think
Right.
it's one of
I
these. It's
gotcha.
like there's four
Yeah.
in a big compendium or something. But
Wow, man.
I think it was Edgar Wright, so he tweeted out of something about the Running Man, and I
Mhm.
replied to it saying, "I like the 87 version. I really like your version. There's room enough for both films in the film world," and he liked
Yeah.
it. So I'm like, me and Edgar, best of buddies.
Nice.
So
yeah.
that was all
Dude,
right. I
I like
screenshotted
his
that as well.
style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was good.
Let's see here. And I think it was again, I don't have my glasses on, but is it Lottie? Hello.
Yeah, I have to keep doing. If anybody sees my eyes squinting, it's because that's what I'm doing to try and read the chat. Because I'm on my mobile phone. It's like I really should have
Oh,
put some
gotcha.
reading glasses on. Hey,
I'm on
Lottie.
mine as
Hello.
well. Yeah.
So if we
It's
miss any chat messages, it's not because we're ignoring you. It's just because we can't see anything.
right. My I've got two full-size iPads, and one of them is in the sound booth. And anyway, I just need to get another one of those the cradles for it so that um anyway, let's
I
see.
might see if I can cheat and bring the chat room up on my iPad. And so I can
Oh,
just
that's a
glance
good
down.
idea.
I'd forgotten
Yeah.
that my laptop, my iPad was on my lap.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Let's see here. London Calling. That was good. Ever heard of that?
No, I haven't. No,
It's got oh, what's the oh man. See, I should have made further notes, but
I didn't make any. I just wrote a list of film titles down. So I suck.
yeah. The main character is a hitman who is our age and is in denial that he's getting older and can't run and can't do as much, and he needs glasses. So,
So do we. I think so. We can see the chat room. Hi, fanboy. I have got the chat room on my iPad as well.
oh, nice,
All,
man. I'll
all
have to
good.
check it out. But anyway, but London Calling is good. Um, I wish I could remember the actor's name. Good grief, dude. Uh, anyway, it'll either come to me or it won't. And now the dogs are becoming restless, so you may travel with me upstairs to put them in the kitchen. Um, let's see, or what else? Rental Family. You familiar with that one, right?
This, am I thinking Mark
Brendan
Wahlberg?
Fraser.
Brendan Fraser, same thing.
Yeah,
No, not the
yeah,
same thing, but yeah. Okay.
yeah. It was good, man. I mean, like, it's a simple feel good kind of movie, and you see the positive evolution in the main character and how his priorities change. So, I mean, it's it was good, man. We
Okay.
enjoyed it. We've been looking forward to seeing it, and then of course there's the other family movie, Bone Temple. Have you
Yeah,
seen that
which
yet?
no, I haven't. Annette and I are in that position where we both want to watch it, but
Yeah,
we both haven't either got the free time to watch it together,
yeah,
or we're just like, oh, don't want to watch a film tonight. So that's near enough
yeah,
the next one that we're going to sit and watch. I think we're probably going to watch it this
yeah.
weekend.
It's good. Well worth watching. I didn't, it came out just kind of on the heels of the 28 years later. And
Yeah,
so I didn't really know what to think about it. But anyway, but it was, I mean, as far as Michelle and I wanted to see it, but we were like, okay, if we miss it, it's fine. But no, it's really good.
yeah.
So
So you just wait for the
uh,
third one now.
there's a third
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
What
it's the
is
third one.
this?
It was always marketed as a trilogy, as a new trilogy,
Really? That's how
which
much
is
I pay
why,
attention to social media.
when 28 years later came out,
Yeah.
and then the Bone Temple came out. If you do your calculations, it came out 28 weeks later than the first one.
No, wait.
There you go.
That's some nice math.
Hmm.
Um, so there's a movie by Guy Ritchie that I'd never seen. I don't know why,
Which
but
one?
it's Operation Fortune. Rose the Gare. I don't
Yeah,
speak
I've not seen
French,
that one.
but
I've not seen that one either.
um, but it was great. I mean, like, but I think it's 2014. I don't know. Neil probably knows, but or some kind person who is watching us.
Hmm.
But yeah, man, it was good. I mean, what can I say? It's Guy Ritchie, and he's got a flavor I enjoy as well. So yeah,
I watched my film viewings all over the place,
yeah,
just because it can be, and not beholden to anybody for whatever I watch.
right,
And I watched Beaches from, I think it's like 1988, the Bette Midler film.
yeah, yeah,
Never watched it. And
yeah,
when I worked in and then ran a video store, that thing used to rent its socks off. Like
yeah,
every weekend, you would get people. I want Beaches. Oh, you've seen it like 8 times. I don't care. I want to watch Beaches. And it was one of those films that was like a not necessarily a feel good film if you've seen the film, but
yeah,
it was one of those that people gravitated towards. I'm like, "Do you know what? I've never watched it. So I
yeah,
sat down and watched it, and I get why people love it. It is got. I knew what the ending was. I
yeah.
don't know if you've ever seen Beaches,
Nope.
but it's one of those tearjerker movies,
Yeah,
and you kind of work out very
like the
early on.
Notebook kind of thing, where
Yeah. When
gotcha.
there's a bit of tragedy in it, and the tragedy's in the last like part of the movie, so
Mm,
so
right,
you could see that coming, but it was very well handled.
right.
So it's Bette Midler and Barbara Hershey, who last time I saw her in the film, she was being brutally attacked by a ghost in The Entity from 1982. So
Yeah.
it's nice to see her in a film where she was just getting ill and not being attacked by a ghost constantly. But it was good. So
Right.
I could tick it off my list of films that I've always wanted to watch but
Yeah.
have never seen. So
See, just hearing the title, I would have thought romantic comedy, Beaches. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's not so much. There's funny bits in it. It's just
Mm,
basically a film about friendship. So the film
mm,
starts off with the Bette Midler character, young, so like 8 years or about 10 years old or whatever,
Mhm.
befriending who would grow up to be Barbara Hershey's character, and they would just be
Right.
lifelong friends, and they would meet every couple of years and just become
Yeah.
friends and swap. Hey, who are you dating in a minute? Type thing. It's
Yeah.
that type of movie, and it was Touchstone Pictures.
Yeah.
So, and I was having a conversation with Neil on WhatsApp about it. I said, I miss these type of films. I wouldn't necessarily watch all these weepy comedies all the time. You
Right.
don't tend to get that many anymore. They're either $300 million budgeted
Right.
movies or sequels, or because that's what people watch. You don't miss these little films about friends, just about buddies, people growing
Yeah.
old together. There's
Right.
probably still out there, but not
Yeah.
so much in the cinemas. And it's a shame.
It is. I think people have gotten away from telling stories that we want to hear, and they just want to entertain us with the whiz bang special effects and all that.
Corky,
Everything
Corky,
has
in the,
to,
Corky in
huh?
the chat watched Hard Boiled. God, I love that movie. Have you ever seen Hard Boiled?
I don't think so. If I did,
Oh,
I just can't remember who's in it.
it's amazing. Chow Yun Fat. It's one of the John Woo films when he was in Hong
Yeah,
Kong and came out in the early 90s.
yeah,
And I used to have this thing where I didn't give two monkeys about subtitled films. I'm like, why would I watch a film that's got
right,
subtitles? I don't read
right,
it. I want to watch the film. But
right.
I ended up watching what they call the time code video of it. So it was, effectively it'd be a screener now, I guess. But
Yeah,
it was a VHS, and I'm like, let's put it on because it mentioned Die Hard on it. It's like
right.
this film is better than 100 Die Hards. I'm like, that's a pretty bold statement to
Ah,
make.
right,
It is. It has got more action than 100 Die Hards, and it's such a good
right.
movie. It's a Hong Kong action film,
Yeah,
and I have it on DVD, but the print is crap because it's
yeah,
about a 25-year-old DVD. But it's being released on 4K Blu-ray in the UK like this month or next month, so I'm so excited
yeah,
about getting my hands on that. But
right.
if you don't mind your subtitled movies,
Not at
um,
all.
Hard Boiled is amazing.
As long as I can sit there and watch it, I find it tedious. Like, what was the Jason Momoa Hawaiian TV series that was on Apple TV? I don't know why I can't remember it.
Never saw it. Wasn't C, was it? No,
No, no, it
not
came
that one.
after C. But so this was based
D.
on history. And
Right.
but anyway, but it was really good. But so much during the early episodes was, you had subtitles and I'm trying to eat and I'm missing things. And
Yeah.
yeah, because
I've got to be in the mood
sometimes
for subtitles.
yeah, yeah. That and then I can't be sleepy or I'm really, really lost. So
But yeah, check it hard. But the stunt work in that is insane.
okay.
It's just like wow, because it's all practical.
Yeah.
There's no CGI in there. It's just people
Right.
flying off motorbikes left, right, and centre. You're like, wow, somebody got hurt doing that as well. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Um, which by the way, I am petting my dog, which is not a euphemism.
Okay,
And
stroking
I'm
the
trying to
pooch.
I'm trying to, to keep the motions minimal,
Yeah,
so that no one thinks that I'm Donald ducking it over here. And so
to be like YouTube
um
demonetized my channel. I'm like John.
that's it, man. Let's see here. What else, man? Um, so I'm one of these nerds that if a movie or TV series is released on my birthday, then I proclaim that it was released for me, that
Yeah,
it
of
is
course.
mine, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe I'm not alone in doing that. But anyway,
No, no.
Monarch, Legacy of Monsters.
Ooh, nice.
That one, season 2 came out on my birthday, so I proclaimed that it was mine, and Michelle and I watched it. So
Is that already been out then, Mono? See, I haven't got Apple at the
yeah,
minute, so
yeah, yep. Apple again has a lot of stuff, man. Hijack. Have you checked out
hijack,
Marshalls? Yeah,
hijack, shrinking, Monarch. Yeah, I need
yeah.
to be signing up for a couple of months
And the promise of
that. I
Ted
think.
Lasso season 4 at some point this year. I don't know if that's
Well,
actual.
yeah, I think it might happen. But
Yeah,
I'd signed up for a special offer of Apple, so I think
yeah,
it was in like December.
yeah,
So I was like, "Do you want it for $4.99 for 6 months?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, that's not too bad for that." So I signed up.
yeah.
I sat down, and it has been going on for ages about really wanting to watch Slow Horses.
Oh my
So I'm like,
gosh, it is
"Whoa!"
awesome, man.
So we'll
Yeah,
sign up and we'll watch Slow Horses.
yeah. What do you think?
I don't mind it, but we watched the pilot episode and Annette went, "Don't like it." I'm like, "What?"
Uh, yeah. If
But
you
yeah,
have
no.
you need to give it at least 3 to 4 episodes because everybody hates everybody until you figure out why people are being so hateful. Why are
Yeah.
they at Slough House? Why are they and Gary Oldman's character
Oh, he's great.
is so deep, man. Which by the way, did
Yeah.
you ever see a movie that he was in 2002 called Tiptoes? Where he was the twin brother of Matthew McConaughey, although
No,
he was a
didn't see.
dwarf. Matthew
Wow.
McConaughey was the only non-dwarf in the entire family. So it was a romantic comedy
Oh, I'm gonna watch
where
that.
when his hot girlfriend meets the family and she's like going, "What is going on?" And so she has to, get relaxed enough to say, you know what, it's okay if our kids are little people. So anyway, hopefully that's not
I've got to watch that. I've got to
non-PC.
check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, but Gary Oldman plays a dwarf, and he's all kind of hunched over. He said that he had to walk on his knees, and he needed a payday, so that was why he took the
Oh,
job.
bless Gary Oldman. He's amazing.
Yeah, everything he does, man, he can get so lost in the character that we forget that it's Gary Oldman. So,
My favorite Gary Oldman film is State of Grace, where he's in it with Sean Penn and Ed Harris, and they're in Hell's Kitchen, and they're
mm,
gangsters. Such a good movie. Great
yeah,
from the 1990, I think.
wow,
Also
I'll have to
in
check it
my
out.
top 250 films.
Oh,
So at,
yeah.
at some point, I'm planning to do YouTube videos for like every single film in my 250 collection,
Yeah,
and like a
dude, that's
like a like a pitch video going. This is what the
yeah,
film's about. Watch it.
yeah,
I'm prepping the first two already, which are
yeah,
12 Angry Men, the black and white one, and
yeah,
then Ben Hur is the second
mm,
one. So that's because I've got all the films in chronological order from when they came out.
yeah,
Because people get mad. Sometimes I'll share a screenshot of a section of the movies on the shelf,
yeah,
and people come back at me and go, "That's in the wrong order." I'm like, "No, it ain't," because obviously it's like the Godfather trilogy. If I
right.
don't own all three of them, the box set goes where in the place where the one that I haven't got. So like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it didn't come out in that year." I'm like, "Yeah, it did." So I have to keep arguing with people.
Yeah.
And then I think I did a section where it was the 70s section or part of it, and the amount of people that got mad at me and couldn't handle because Godfather 1 wasn't next to Godfather 2. I'm like, well, they didn't come out in the same year, and I've got like
Right,
Poseidon
right.
Adventure came out in between or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and they were like, oh no, I couldn't do that. Oh, they got to be together. People are so strange nowadays. They're getting stranger.
Yep. Yeah. But I mean,
Can't handle
I
stuff.
when I had all the Blu-rays out on racks,
Yeah.
all the Marvel stuff was together, and all the
Mhm.
Marvel stuff was in chronological order as it would have taken place. Whether it,
Oh wow. Okay.
so
So Winter
yeah, so
First Avenger would have been first.
right, right.
Yeah.
And so, but then all the rest of the movies were in, like all the sci-fi was in one section, and it was alphabetized.
Right.
So, and then you had and so anyway, yeah, Ian, he was like, can I please, for the love of God, can I please put it in some sort of order that makes sense, and it's consistent through the whole thing. And I was like, no, because then I won't be able to find
Yeah.
what I want.
Exactly.
I know where everything
Yeah.
is.
The only thing that annoys me, or doesn't annoy me because it's me that set all these films up, but if, for example, like Lawrence of Arabia from 1962, I
Yeah.
then had to shuffle down all the Blu-rays to make space for a film in 1962 and then bunch them all
Right.
back up. F1
Right.
was easy because it's like at the end, because that's the newest
Right.
film that's in my top 250.
Right.
But yeah, it's just weird what people can't handle looking at. They're like, your
Yeah.
collection's annoying me. It's driving me insane. It's like, why? Why should it? Why should it drive you insane? But it does.
Right.
People are weird, getting weirder.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I think there's just too many choices, and that adds to the dysfunction of people and
Yeah.
their view of lists and all that stuff. So
I think that the reason for me putting them in chronological order when I think it's chronological, because that's the I know that's obviously number, but when the release year
mhm.
is so I can look at sections of the shelf and go, oh yeah, that's when I was at high school, or that's the
Mm,
summer when I went to see Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and Gremlins and in Ghostbusters and
yeah.
all. I can look at it and plot my life, um, and do it that way. But
Yeah.
rather alphabetical, no. What's the point?
Yeah.
Alphabetical to me, might as well just stick them random. But if I put them in
Right.
release order, it tells a story about me,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah. And it is cool to be able to it's like I good grief, man. It's probably been 6 months, 8 months ago, I signed up for Apple Music. And so whatever songs I want to hear, I just call them up. And for the most part, there have been a couple of obscure 80s tunes that I really wanted to hear that, then you have to go, check the pirate space, so to speak, and find them that way. But yeah, there
Yeah,
was but it's cool how it's like traveling in time when you can
yeah,
play a movie or play music. And I don't know that kids today have that kind of I don't know. I mean, like I think the top songs would play or we'd have a favorite album or a favorite movie and we would watch it multiple times because we didn't have a gazillion of them.
yeah.
And we
Same with
didn't have that
films. Yeah,
do what now?
same with movies.
Yeah, yeah. And now there's just so many you see it once and you don't know. I mean, it's not as memorable. It didn't move you for whatever reason, and you don't go back. And so there's less landmarks for them to, hopefully when they get older, they'll go, wow, you know what? Man, I still remember the original Iron Man, or,
Mm.
I don't know. It just to talk about Battlestar Galactica from the 80s versus what was it, the 2000s? I can't remember.
2000s, yeah, 2000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, which is funny, man. I'm rewatching Firefly as I often do,
Hmm.
and that came out before Battlestar Galactica, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I think
And
so. Yeah.
so the fact that there's space scenes, they have the pop zoom stuff that they again used in Battlestar Galactica. And I thought BSG just kind of came up with that. I thought
Mm.
they not created the pop zoom, but I thought as far as space shows go, that was something relatively new. But I
Yeah,
thought it was funny. Joss Whedon did it first. I'm sure somebody did it before him, but
yeah. I'm not
yeah,
quite sure what, but I think it was some sort
yeah,
of camera technology that was like, oh, we can do that. I'm sure Neil would
yeah,
know. Whether that actually this camera did
yeah,
it or something,
yeah.
but
And Neil, I've got a question for you, man. Um, and now I've lost it. I was thinking about too many things. I'm juggling fervently in my mind. So it'll come back to me. That's the
okay.
way my brain has worked today overall.
Mine just
So
doesn't work. Mine
I've got a
just
great idea. Come back to me later. So
Yeah, mine don't work. My brain
yeah.
just sort of trundles along at some cruise control, I think, and unfortunately not Tom Cruise control. Um, yeah, Neil,
Neil's trying to help me out. It was not cameras,
no
man.
cameras.
That was a good guess, though. Yep.
I watched Greenland 2. I don't know if you've seen Greenland 1 with Jared Butler.
No, that
Oh,
has Gerard Butler and uh, lady from Firefly. I can't remember her
and from
name.
Gotham as well, I think. She was from Gotham, isn't she? Or was that a different lady?
I think that was a different lady because she
Oh,
was also Deadpool's girlfriend. Um,
okay. But
yeah. So
Greenland 2 is good.
is
Um,
it?
Stu Miller hated it, of course, because he hates everything. But yeah, Greenland 1 is better
yeah.
because Greenland 1 has it's a self-contained movie, and it gets to the end,
Uh,
and you go, "That was a good film." You don't
yeah.
go, "Oh no, I hope there's another one because I need this story resolving." It kind of resolves itself.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then with
Right.
Greenland 2, they're like, "Oh, that story that we thought resolved. No, no, we've got a new thing to do."
Yeah.
And it's that, and you're like, "Well, that's pretty much what you did in the first one." But there's some set pieces in it. There's one involving a rope bridge that is just terrifying. I
right.
was watching that last night. It's like, for the love of God, you ain't getting me to cross a rope bridge. But it's good. It's worth watching. So a nice
yeah.
sort of double bill for apocalyptic
Yeah.
movies, if you like those sort of things.
So 15 years ago, would the rope bridge have bothered you?
No, I think it was more. It wasn't so much the fact it was a rope bridge,
Yeah.
but it was the way that the rope bridge was made in the film. You're like, I ain't going across that because it's across a big canyon.
Right.
And then, but it was just the way that they shot it with the cameras. You're like, just
Yeah.
stop doing that. Just do it Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom style, please. Nice little wide shot of the
Yeah.
rope bridge, and that's fine.
Right.
It didn't
Yeah.
look like the safest rope bridge ever.
Right.
And given the circumstances that they need to cross the rope bridge, it's like, I'm not doing it. I'll just, you all go for it. Have a go. I'm not
yeah.
going to do that. So yeah,
Hmm.
good movies.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out. That's, I've got the Hisense 4K TV down here. and it's a Google whatever. But I mean, I play everything through a Apple TV, going through my amp so that I get surround sound and my mega subwoofer, and just make some noise, man. Enjoy what I watch. And um, but anyway, but yeah, sometimes the TV will turn on and it's not going to where I want, so it's just the splash screen. But yeah, they've been promoting that movie pretty heavy lately. So
Yeah, it's good. Good. Stu Miller was like, "Oh, they didn't need to make it. Well, they need to make any movie of this."
right,
It's always a
that's
weird
right.
argument that nobody
Yeah,
asked for this. Well, that's generally
right.
not how movies work either. They don't phone you up and go, "Do you want to watch another 28 years later?" Yes, please. Brilliant. We'll do it
Yeah.
because John says he wants one. It's not how movies work. Crazy, but
Yeah.
it's good. They're both good
Yeah.
movies, so I would check them
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. It's I forget, there was some TV series that Michelle and I said we'd go back and watch, kind of like Slow Horses for You, and
Mm,
a couple of movies that I want to see if they stood the test of time. But I mean, I haven't seen The Fifth Element in quite some time, and I thought that was a very clever movie. So
mm,
that'll be interesting rewatching that. But I mean, rewatching Firefly, I mean, the writing is superb,
yeah,
and the way they fire their lines, and so it's cool when you find something that really meant something to you, and it doesn't suck 10 years later, 15 years
yeah,
later. So
yeah. I'm trying to think what we were talking about going back watching things again. We're doing a Stephen King watch through,
yeah,
which we've been doing for the past few months, and we're watching those in the order they came out. So
yeah,
earlier this week, we rewatched Stand By Me, which is still a perfect film.
yeah,
And it's like, because it's obviously set in the 60s,
yeah,
shot in the 80s, there's no visual effects in there. So it just
yeah,
looks absolutely stunning whenever you watch it, whether you watch it in the 80s in the first place, whether you watch it in the 90s, 2000s, 2010, 2020s. It
yeah.
still looks amazing. It's just like a timeless movie. That such a
Yeah.
good film.
Tequila Sunrise was another movie that I really enjoyed in the theater and have enjoyed it over the years. And that was something that Michelle and I watched somewhere midway through last year. And it was the 4K version, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, it looked fantastic. The way they
Amazing.
shot it. Yeah.
Oki's in the chat. I love Oki's Eden's channel.
Oh,
I'm a
yeah.
subscriber and I watch that. He does a lot of ranching and landscaping and gardening, and which is generally not something I do. But the
Right.
videos that he does, he's stateside as well. It's just so
Nice.
relaxing, and I'm learning
Yeah.
stuff as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
Okies, I love your channel. So and
Well, I'll
thanks
have
for
to
checking
check
the
it out.
newest one. Yeah, definitely. It's homesteading.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for. He does
Oh,
homesteading.
wow, man. Wow,
Um,
because
and
there's a
J-
buddy of mine who left the big city of Charlotte and moved out into the country in another state, and now he's a homesteader. And I told him he really needs to write a book or shoot a movie or something, just
yeah,
showing all that he went through. Because the dude, I mean, like they've had a very hard winter where he is, and he had the wood burning stove all set up, and he was like, "Man, we're set for winter." Been cutting logs and whatever, and then all this harsh winter comes in, and then he starts, I don't know, throwing too much wood in there, smokes up the house. It was a lot, man, but it's all
yeah.
the things that could have happened to any of us.
Well, I like we've just come through
Oklahoma.
we've come through winter here in the UK as well. A lot of countries have, and so it's been nice that Okies will just put a video up going, "Here's the sunrise, here's the
Yeah,
sunset." You're like, "That's what a sunset
nice.
looks like."
Yeah.
So Okies, you've helped me through a very cold winter. So yes, Neil subscribed to Oki's channel. It's a very good channel,
Yeah,
and Oki's is very supportive towards other YouTube uh, people as well. Hence, he dropped
yeah,
in and spent a few minutes watching our
yeah.
content. So that's really
And
nice.
he's
So
he's all
yeah,
about Bigfoot, so this is family.
yeah, and a nice guy too. So there you go.
Yeah,
And he didn't
nice.
pay me for that, but nice guy. So what else have I watched? Hmm. I've been playing a lot of video games. To be fair,
Yeah,
I've started putting on the VR headset again,
yeah,
and started putting little videos on this channel about the comparisons and
right.
just capturing video game footage. But I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed, the one in Egypt, Origins.
With the VR?
No, no, not with the VR.
Oh
Unfortunately, that one's
man.
not. But the one I've been
Yeah.
playing in VR is called Gun Club,
Yeah.
and it is a virtual reality shooting range where you shoot the cardboard things.
Right,
Really good
right.
though. The
Yeah.
accuracy is insane. Very,
Wow.
very accurate.
Yeah. And
And
you get to choose whatever gun you want?
well, you start off with like a Desert Eagle or whatever it is,
Right.
and you've got to obviously you've got the controllers, and you're doing
Right.
all this to load and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's very, very accurate. And then the
Yeah.
more points you get, you then upgrade your guns, so you can end up with like sniper rifles and shotguns and six shooters and stuff. Some of them are
Yeah.
quite tricky to load. It's like I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Right.
So I've probably only put a couple of hours into it, but it's just
Yeah.
VR is something I'd love to get into more. It's just not
Yeah.
very, it's not a very social thing. You don't go, hi, well, I'm just
Right.
going to put a headset on, bye,
Right.
ignore her for a couple of hours. But I'm,
Right.
I'm sort of getting into that more. I played some Gran Turismo 7
Yeah.
on VR, which I actually prefer that flat screen
Yeah.
because you're driving,
Yeah.
so you're looking and you tilt the joypad that way. So
Yeah.
there's no thumbs. You're just using it like that.
Oh
But
wow,
if you're doing
man.
it in VR, what's the one thing you can't do when you're doing a racing game is that
Yeah. Right.
you'll just crash into something. So you tend to still look forward.
Right.
And I did a video the other day when it was a comparison for that one and that
Yeah.
one, and I preferred the flat screen, I think.
Yeah.
But VR's fun. So I'm starting to, because I'm trying to spend less time on social media. I'm like, what else can I do? Play some video games for God's
Right.
sake.
Yeah.
Watch some old TV, watch some old movies from the 80s.
Yeah. Some good movies, you know what I
Some
mean?
good movies. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
One
funny.
of
It's
the
been I don't know how the weather's been over there, but I mean it has been so
mm,
cold here up until I guess the last week or so, and now it's up into the 70s, and with I think over the weekend it's supposed to go into the 80s. And
oh,
so I have that one of the helmets that I started around, I don't know, I guess it was early January. And then it got too cold for me to work on it because the garage was less than, it's like right around 42 degrees. And I'm not going to be outside where it's in the 30s. And so now things have warmed up. So hopefully I'll be finishing that, within the next couple weeks.
it
So,
is
but
starting to get a
that's,
little bit warmer over here, but it's
yeah,
not quite. You can't hang your washing out and let it dry type thing.
gotcha.
I'm not filming a sunrise anytime soon, but it's getting a bit warmer. So our cat's
Yeah.
just he's pretty much out all day now. Has been for the
Yeah.
past 2 or 3 days because the weather's quite nice.
Yeah.
But it's still got a little bit to go before springtime's here
Yeah. I
and
mean, this
whatnot.
morning I got up at 6 and took the dogs out. I dressed like this. I didn't even need a jacket. So,
Nice.
yeah. Of course,
Yeah,
as somebody said, I am Batman. So,
you are.
thanks.
I think it was Oki. I think it was Oki's that said that actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Could have been.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And Target special. You are correct. Or was it, I don't know. Maybe it was, um, anyway, it was probably Target. I don't know.
Somebody.
I gravitate towards that shirt section whenever I'm in the stores. So,
On a plus note, within the next 12 weeks, I'm going to have some reconstructive surgery.
yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
So I went in on Sunday, I had a hospital appointment on Sunday. Well, rather going back a little, this whole thing started last August when I had the whole medical issue and, pipes
Right.
coming out of my abdomen. Not fun.
Yeah.
And so I was just sort of left hanging, like, I don't know what the next stage is, don't know when it's going to be, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. So that's not fun.
Yeah.
And then last week, I think around the Wednesday, I got a text message going, hey, we've got a question about your referrals. I'm like, click on the text message, takes me to a website. This
Yeah.
website gives me like pretty much the entire calendar date of March.
Yeah.
Are you free any of these days? Type your comments below. So I sort of went pretty much free any of those dates.
Right.
There you go. So I just clicked submit. The day
Yeah.
after, I get a phone call from the hospital going, are you free Sunday? I'm like, this Sunday? He went, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So I went in and, it
Yeah.
was probably about an hour from where I am because it's a different hospital. And so I
Right.
sat down and it was a member of the team of the specialists.
Yeah.
So they were like, right, well, we're going to go ahead with this operation, which is a weird sounding operation. I don't know if I've ever told you what it is. But they're like, we're going to go
It's
for that.
shrouded in mystery, man. So yeah.
Well, it's an issue with waterworks,
Hmm.
and it's a 4 centimeter blockage that I've got in one of my pipes, which means if I drink too much, it ain't passing the natural way. It's got to come out the pipe and go into a plant and all
Wow.
that sort of stuff. So it's that. It's been that
Gotcha.
since August.
Wow.
Um, and they were like, yeah, we're going to go with this reconstructive surgery. I'm like, thank God for that. Because my one thing that I was worried about is they were going to go, the way you are now, you're just going to have to be like that for the rest of your life.
Right.
I'm like, no, that sucks.
Yeah.
But they're going to go for this reconstructive surgery. So what they do is they take cheek tissue from inside my cheek
Yeah.
and reconstruct a new pipe,
Wow.
and then that goes in me. I'm
Wow.
like, wow. So I said, well, what's the time scale for that? They said, well,
Right.
within the next 6 weeks, so
Yeah.
near enough within 5 weeks from now, I'm going back in for a consultation with the specialist who's going to sit me down and go, here's how the operation works. Here's everything you need to know about it. Please sign the
Hmm.
paperwork. And then within 6 weeks after that, could be 1 week, could be 3, could be 5, could be 6. They're going to take me in. I'm going to be in hospital for 2 days, and then I'm going to come out with cheek as part of my nether regions. So it's like, wow. So we'll probably it made me cough a little bit when I heard it.
Right.
Like,
No
Jesus.
doubt.
And they were like, you might be in a bit of discomfort. I'm like, oh, no offense, but I've been in discomfort since August. So
Yeah.
don't worry about it. It's fine.
Right. Yeah.
So it's all good. So yeah, if I disappear for like 2 days, then that's what that is. I've just gone into
Gotcha.
hospital.
Well, I do hope everything goes well, man,
I'm
because you've
sure
been
it will.
enduring this stuff for too long.
Well, it was like, so the 12 weeks is nothing. The 2 blocks of 6. It's like, well,
Right.
what I've been going through since it all flared up is 24 weeks. So
Yeah.
it's half of that. And I've already got through the 24. So 2 blocks of 6, that's nothing. So
Yeah.
how I'm going to feel afterwards, I'm sure I'm going to feel like crap. But
Yeah.
I kind of feel like crap most of the time anyway. So it's all win-win, isn't it?
Right.
So there's that. That's what's going on in real life at the minute. Um, yeah, I think other than that, I'm just watching lots of movies. I'm watching whatever I want to. Um, Pondering, just scaling back the social media stuff. I'm enjoying playing video games more.
Yeah.
Now monetized on YouTube, which is great.
Nice.
That was a slog,
Yeah.
but it's like I get really excited if I look at a video because you can go into your channel and you can click on a video and it'll be like, this is how much money you've made from it. And even
Yeah.
some of the videos are like 1 pence and 5 pence, but I'm still excited about it. I'm like,
Right.
yes,
Right. Yeah.
I'm really proud of these little videos that are making like 5 and 10 pence. I've got one video that's done over £5,
Yeah.
which is quite good. But the
That's,
thing is,
yeah.
it was something I shot like 3 years ago. So I'm like, God, I wish I was monetized when I launched this thing.
Right.
But my
So
carry on.
can you go back and because you did that documentary at the in San Diego.
Yeah.
Is that now monetized if we
Well,
watch it?
it's monetized. Every video on my channel is monetized if you watch it now.
Gotcha.
But obviously it's not backdated. So
Right. That would be nice if they were like, man, you should have done this
oh,
12 years ago.
yeah.
There you go.
Well, it's like the Walking Dead video that I did with the cast.
Yeah.
That's had like 90,000 views, and you think, God, I
Yeah.
wish that was monetized.
Yeah.
You know, and it is from now, but it's like what you've got to think of is what video am I going to do next week that
Yeah.
will become a Walking Dead type
Right.
thing, and then go crazy. But at the minute, all
Well,
I'm doing is like
probably watching Time War with Neil. You know what I'm saying?
commentaries. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is that I'd love to work out a way to do commentary videos where I just sit down and watch a film and just talk about it. Certainly my
Yeah.
favorite films, but obviously you
Yeah.
can't show the film on your channel even in a little box, as far as I know. Or YouTube will be like, "Oi, we doing?"
Yeah.
And
You know,
would anybody watch a commentary if they're not able to see the film? I don't know.
yeah.
Possibly.
But you know, if Dirt Cheap Therapy would gain you any points, man, then you and I can watch it and we can talk all the way through it and you can post the movie and I mean like everything if that would help you out.
I think the movie's on there. Because you'd
Yep.
sent me that a while ago,
Oh yeah,
and
but do
a
you, I
bunch of
didn't know
people
if the
watched it.
commentary would bump
No,
it
there's
up
no.
anymore.
Possibly. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love commentaries, but
Yeah.
do other people? I don't know. But yeah, so I'm sort of filling up my YouTube video with lots of unboxings and review
Right.
videos and bits and pieces. But I'm having fun doing it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so there's that.
That guy that did the unboxing video of the, what was it? It wasn't Lowe's, it was the other big hardware store. I don't know, having a brain fart again. But
Like
anyway, they
Walmart
had
or
an
something.
R2D2 that was the Christmas version and it had lights all around it and stuff. I think it was 2 years ago they had Darth Vader, which was a 7 foot tall Darth Vader that had
Wow.
Christmas lights all over it. And yeah, I mean, like that one I caught Home Depot. Thank you.
There we go. Thank you, Neil.
Yeah, but yeah, that one I saw the Darth Vader on sale for like $50. They were trying to move it on out of the store, and I was like, Michelle, we've got to go. No, it's gone. So yeah,
Oh,
doesn't last long. But I mean, the R2D2, I would have bought that one for 50 or maybe a little bit more, but it was full size and looked good. But yeah, the people who get those sent to them to do unboxing and give a review, man,
see,
yeah.
the whole, and I often think about it because it's like I've been doing this for over a decade now. I've
Mhm,
been doing YouTube for over a decade, but I've been doing websites, and press releases, and podcasts, and all that sort of stuff.
mhm.
You go back 10 years, it was great
Yeah,
because through my letterbox, there'd be like, I don't mean the app letterbox, I mean the physical letterbox in the front of my door. There would,
right.
Blu-rays would drop through it, screener
Yeah,
discs would drop through it,
yeah,
competition prize, here, give that away.
right.
Amazing. Now,
Yeah,
forget it.
right.
The amount I can't. When was the last time I got a screener disc? Easily 2 months ago.
Yeah.
It's
Do you get
just
many, like, go check it out on private YouTube or Dropbox or something, and here's the
yeah,
code and
yeah. You get online screeners,
yeah,
but I'm not a massive fan of those because I spend so much time staring at a screen anyway. It's like, is that how I want
yeah,
to watch a film? And
right.
sometimes I will if it's like, oh, I really want to watch that film, then
Yeah.
I'll go for it. But generally, no, I don't tend to go
Yeah.
back and go, hey, I love one of those. But it's just, yeah, it's not as much. Getting freebies is quite difficult.
Right.
So
Well, you
then
remember when you
obviously,
used go
then
ahead.
you're kind of limited as to what you're going to unbox.
Right.
It's like this week I spent probably about £50 on F1 on 4K and Lawrence Arabia on 4K because I really want those films for my collection. So I'm like, you know what? I've not treated myself in ages. I'm going to buy those too. So I
Yeah.
bought those and I've done videos for each of them.
Yeah.
Um, but I can't imagine if I was getting loads of freebies through, I'd be doing unboxing videos all day long. It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But I just can't
Yeah.
afford to do lots of them.
Yeah. But you remember when we used to be able to go to the movies in the 80s and they would have swag. They would have
Yeah.
I still have the mouse pad that came when I saw Independence Day, the first one.
Wow. From like
And
96. Wow.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, it's still in my drawer. I just borrowed Michelle's got a really cool mouse pad that she wasn't using that has Moss Isley on it. And anyway, man,
Yeah.
it was kind of cool. And it's big and rectangular versus the other one was round, the
Sweet.
Independence Day. But I remember what was that? Oh my gosh. There was a movie had something to do with a missile or something, had John Travolta in it, and,
Broken Arrow.
yeah, and so I still have the sunglasses that they gave out at
Wow.
that movie theater. So
1995 or 96, one of the two. I saw that at cinema.
yeah.
That's John Woo, guy who did Hard Boiled. There you go.
Oh, wow,
Nice
man.
segue.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I miss swag.
Yeah, it was
I kind
nice,
of
you
wish it would get to the point where you're like knock at the door. You're like, who's that? There's a huge
yeah,
box gets delivered. You're like, oh, look at all these
yeah,
goodies. It'd be amazing. I
yeah,
just do videos. Get left. It's like the Hasbro Transformer. That
right.
video's had like over 1.6 thousand views, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I
Right.
like.
Yeah.
But it's just, yeah, it's few and far between. Unfortunately, I just don't have the money to run out and go, hey, I'm going to buy millions of box sets. But
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
one day,
And now
one
it
day.
doesn't seem like as many people wanna send you things for free, right?
No, because I think all the PR things have I think they've changed. I think they've cut down their budgets.
Yeah.
Um, and it's like there were some companies that I would deal with, and I think, well, I've been posting your stuff for like 3 years, and you've never given me anything. So I'm like, unsubscribe, just get rid of them.
Right.
Because it's like, why? Why am I doing that? Because I'm paying,
Right.
not complaining too much, but it's like I'll pay hosting fees for my website per
Yeah.
year. And I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I wasting the space on, it's like some of them you'll get an email, and if you happen to be sitting right at your desk, boink, an email that'll be like, hey, box set, or this is coming out. Get in
Yeah.
touch for review copies. And you go straight back
Yeah.
within seconds and you go, can I have one? And I've had
Yeah.
it a couple of times from the same company, like, oh, they've all gone, unfortunately. I'm like, there is no way they've all
Wow.
gone. There is
Yeah.
no way, because it was about 5 seconds when I got the email and I
Yep.
emailed you back. No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. I see, like, get rid. You got to be
Yeah.
brutal. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why that makes me think of when I was in physical therapy. I don't know. It's like in the summer last year. And to try to get in was tough. And they would send out a text and say, can you start tomorrow? And I thought it was just to me. And then I'd respond, yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. Oh, sorry, someone else took your spot because it's a group text.
yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. Sad times. Makes me sad.
Yep.
We have Abel in the chat. Abel, I used to work with. Great guy.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
he's very
Yeah.
excited about the new Peaky Blinders movie coming out. So,
I saw the trailer. It looks good.
does
Although
look good.
Michelle has watched, I think, every season, and then at some point, I don't know if it was just work or whatever, but anyway, she just kind of left me behind, which was fine. So,
Oops.
um, yeah, yeah,
But it looks good. It looks all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I'm trying to think what else I've been up to. Obviously, real life stuff's going on. Um,
Right.
playing some video. I'm still playing the PlayStation Portal, which is pretty good. The handheld
Yeah.
PlayStation, which is
Oh,
fun.
yeah, yeah.
I'm learning which games work, not like work as in function, but which games are good on it, which
Right.
games aren't. The Assassin's Creed games are pretty good until you go to the map.
Yeah.
So when you go to the map, you're like, I can't see what am I supposed to go into.
Right.
So that's a bit tricky.
Yeah.
But the gameplay itself is fine.
Yeah.
Fortnite's fine. Call of Duty's fine.
Yeah.
Things like that. But it's a good little piece of kit.
So you are sticking mainly with PlayStation,
Yeah, I
and
do have an Xbox, but I don't use
yeah,
it. Annette uses that for her Lego games, but she's not played
yeah,
those in like 12 months. But I
yeah.
have an Xbox, but I tend to stick to the PlayStation.
My son and I still play Xbox games every Wednesday, um and it just seems like Xbox has more free games or at least demos for you to check out than PlayStation.
Okay.
And maybe
Yeah.
it's because I have a PS4. Maybe if I had a PS5, it would just open the gates and but
No, I don't
it
think it's
just
much different.
yeah, but I mean, Xbox, I mean, there's a stack of things that you can, some are just free. I mean, they're just older games. If you have a Game Pass, you can play games like Gears 5. And I mean, like, I don't know, it just seems so much more relevant. And we've set up an exercise room with a stationary bike. And so my goal was to do like I used to do and play video games while I was on the bike because then I would forget that I was on the bike. And but anyway, but it just there's not that much on PlayStation. So I guess I'll start like the original Spider-Man, the Fallen Jedi, and seem like
Yeah.
I have one more game upstairs. And I guess I'll restart those and see how far I get, on replays.
So I'm just
But
playing
yeah,
older
man.
games. I'm playing older games at the minute. So it's like Assassin's Creed Origins. I don't know how old that is, but
Yeah.
that's a PS4 version that I'm playing. It
Really?
looks fine on the PS5 because it's
Oh,
backwards
yeah.
compatible anyway. And it cost me
Yeah.
about probably $4 to buy the disc version of it. So I'm like, I'm good with
Yeah.
that. It's new to me. I've never played it before. So
Yeah.
I'm not one of these that's like, oh, this is out on Monday. I need to pick it up because A, I've got all
Right.
$70 or whatever to
Right.
pick up a
Yeah.
game. And B, I don't
Yeah.
care if I've never played it before. It's a new game to me. So
Oh,
it's all
yeah.
good.
Well, that and some of the older games are just they were made for better gameplay. I think
Yeah.
too much stuff these days, at least the stuff that I'm playing that's new, which isn't often, it's either hyper complicated or it's a story that I just don't care about.
Yeah,
characters I don't care about. They're trying to do too much. I guess it's kind of like your Star Trek kid show or whatever.
yeah. I just want to get to the gameplay on a game.
Yeah,
One of the things I
yeah,
hate about a lot of games is when it's about 25 minute. Remember, this is happening. We've got to go do this. We got to X. Skip, skip, skip,
right,
skip, skip, skip.
right,
Let me
yeah,
play the game.
right,
Do it Pac-Man style. Point, insert coin.
yeah,
Bang, up and running.
yep.
Play Pac-Man. It's fine.
That and I think all video games should be have like you just want to exist in this world button, kind of like you just want to experience the story versus Red Dead 1, which I really enjoyed. Red Dead 2, I started playing it back in 2014 and just quit. And I forgot
Really.
why I quit until I started playing. That's one of the games that Matt and I will sometimes play on Wednesday, and we're not playing the game. We're just doing the free roam. We're hoping that
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
doesn't just come up and kill us because they suck. And anyway, he was like, if you because I can't even afford a saddle. And he was like, you need to play the game so you get money so that when we, play the free roam, you've got some money to throw around. And oh my God, I went back on the train and got gunned down, and the buddy of mine was thrown from the train. And I was like, yeah, this isn't worth it. This
Yeah, it's not
is,
fun.
and Rockstar does not have a like Mass Effect has that setting where it's like you just want to experience the story. And it's, I'm not wanting to be frustrated. It's not like some of the stepkids that would play Guitar Hero at difficulty, I don't know, 150. It was insane, man. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I don't. I need a game to help me
yeah.
relax. That's why I put
Yeah.
a game on. I'm just going to sit and play it for 20
Yep.
minutes. It's like that'll do. I don't want a game
Yep.
to get me stressed out.
Yeah. And my son would agree with you that Red Dead 2 is awesome. But
First one I've played. Second one I have not. So,
it just I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know why it feels so foreign compared to the first one, where James Marsden was just you felt like you were really riding the horse and going out, and I mean, like, I don't know. It just had a different flavor. And then there was the zombie download
yeah,
where that was fun. So
yeah. But yeah, I think that's all I'm playing is Assassin's Creed at the minute because it's just
yeah,
like I don't play video games for like 8, 10 hours a day, but I think you know what, I'm going to
right,
play it for 40 minutes, and that'll do.
yeah.
Cat's just come home now. He's just chirped at me for some reason, so I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Yep, there we go.
This has been
Let's
an
try and
awesome podcast because both the
oh,
dogs have come over to say
there we
hello.
go.
Hey.
There's Oscar. Yeah, making his cat cameo,
Yep.
which he
That's
likes
good,
to.
man.
I think it's
Pets are
raining because
us.
he's wet, so maybe should
Yeah.
have realised that before I picked him up.
Yeah. Yep.
But yes, there is that. So, what are you up to for the rest of the year? It has been an awesome podcast. I have missed doing these.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we got into a pretty good flow where it was like, once a month you and I'd hang out.
Yeah,
And then if we didn't, we had a stack of 100 movies and TV shows that we needed to talk about. So we should, probably start putting a pin in it, as they used to say. And
definitely. Oh, because
oh,
you
thank
had you
you.
because you had like you had the ice storm coming, and then I think
We've
I
had
had
a
like
lot, man. Yeah.
there's a lot been going on over the past
Yeah, that and
however
then we
long
had the
since.
beautiful snowfall that was yeah, Neil said that he missed it. He had sucky
Yeah,
snow, but we had I think it was I want to say a foot, maybe it was more than a foot. I can't remember. But anyway, I mean, like, it was up to my golden retriever's belly and he did not like it. And meanwhile,
wow.
Rocket, the little Aussie mini Aussie, he would just jump and he would disappear, jump, and he had so much fun. He wanted to stay out. I was afraid he was going to freeze. And Jax was just like, yellow snow, I'm ready to go. So,
Well, our cat saw snow for the first time a few weeks ago. We only got it for like a day, and he was
yeah,
fascinated by it. He's like
yeah.
straight out there and just running around, leaving paw prints and whatnot. So Oscar was definitely a fan of the snow.
yeah. And Neil, yeah, oh no, that's Abdul. Yeah, man, thank you for the compliment on the mask and
Yeah.
stuff. This one came from a guy, supposedly this was um directly scanned like the one that was used in the show. And
Wow.
so anyway, and then it arrived, and I tried to do my own Beskar, and if it's lit, it looks a lot better. But other than that, it just kind of looks dark and dreary. But yeah, I'm a Mandalorian fan for sure. Oh yeah, man, and I made the mistake of wanting to have the DL-44 from all three movies, Star Wars, the originals, and little did I know that there were two in the first movie, and then I can't remember one or two in the second, and so many different versions. So I've steadfastly collected them all, and then let's see here. So that's Greedo's gun. So yeah, man, it's a variety, but it's fun, and my wife encourages such craziness. So
This is why I
oh,
keep
and Luke
saying
had one also. Yeah.
your YouTube
Yep.
channel, you need to start doing like one video per showing off these things, and there you
Yeah.
go. Just in
Yep.
case you haven't got enough on your to-do list to do every
Right.
single
Right.
day.
That, I mean, like I've got the Blade Runner pistol collection. That would be kind of fun to show off because that's in my sound booth. So people don't normally see that when they come over to visit. So
Nope. What are
yeah.
you up to for the rest of your day other than being pestered by your dogs?
And they're asleep now, so they've really been good, man. I didn't know what to expect, but the puppy has gotten older, and Jax is used to me talking to sticks and soap bars and stuff. So I think I'm gonna go up and probably, I don't know, man. I might work on the mask a little bit, and I guess that's about it, man. I don't really have any big plans. Michelle is now working locally, so instead of an hour and a half commute, it's 7 minutes. And so,
Nice,
but
that's good.
her her schedule, she won't get off until 7 tonight. So um, I'll have dinner ready for her when she gets home. But yeah, no big plans, man. That would be nice, but nope.
For me, in a minute, I need to get the cat his supper.
Yeah,
And then it'll be sleepy time for the cat, and then probably sleepy time for me. I'll probably
no
fall
doubt.
asleep listening to a podcast or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
Whatnot.
10:30 over there, so
It is.
yeah,
It is.
man.
It is indeed. But yeah, we'll
Yeah.
start building up these lists of things that we're going to watch. And I know you'd emailed
Yeah.
me through some topic ideas. I've saved those
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
So we'll
yeah.
start doing some of those. And
Profanity from sci-fi TV series that was unique. Yeah.
yes,
So we can go through that. And it was I forget what movie poster it was that I saw. It was a Clint Eastwood, was it Drive? I can't remember, but anyway, but it was just funny, and that he looked like a superhero, and his clothes were all ripped up, and the chick was like holding on to his leg. And I know that was very stereotypical back in the day, but I'm like, that looks like a spaceship instead of a bus or
I
whatever
think
it
it
was
was the
supposed to
Gauntlet.
be.
I think it was either the Gauntlet
Yeah, Gauntlet, that was
or
it. Yeah.
yeah, something. I think it's that.
Yeah. So
But yeah,
we'll
you look at
we'll
the post. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we didn't care. I mean, I thought Jaws was very accurate. So
It was.
Torino is a good movie.
Yeah, I like
Yep.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
class. I don't think I've ever seen a Clint Eastwood film that sucked.
Me either.
I have a box set. It's got 40 Clint Eastwood films in, and it's like a wide range from
Wow.
like With Eagles Dare right through to you know J.
Wow.
Edgar and stuff. And I've been
Yeah.
rewatching a lot of them, and even the ones you think that are crap, like Pink Cadillac and The Rookie.
Right.
You're like,
Yeah.
it's quite a good film. It's not bad. I would happily just watch Clint Eastwood films all day
Yeah.
long.
Well, I think that's another thing. I want to go back and revisit the movies that I really thought sucked, to see if they still suck, or was I just in a bad mood? Was it, whatever? And so,
Could be either. There's a
yeah.
podcast in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think
Did it
so,
suck or
man.
did it not?
Right. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But dude, it's been a pleasure hanging out. We need to do this more often.
definitely.
And
We'll get
thank you
back
to
into
everybody
the
on yeah, thanks
get
to
back into
everybody
the
on
routine.
YouTube hanging out with us too.
Definitely. Thank you, Abel. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, everybody else. Thank you,
Yeah.
Okies.
Yeah.
And it's nice that Okies has picked up another couple of subscribers, which is great.
Yeah, as soon as we wrap up, man, I'm gonna hop
Good
on my
channel.
computer and sign
I,
up. Yeah.
I do like his channel. It's generally not something I would think, do you know what I need to look up on YouTube? The
Yeah.
homesteading. But because I saw
Yeah.
some of it, I'm like, actually, it's quite nice. So I do periodically go on and have a look. Oh, there's new videos and sit and watch them
Yeah.
and leave a comment and stuff. So
Yeah. And
it's
it's
nice.
Abul. I don't know
Abel.
why. Yeah.
Yeah, people used to always call him Abdul, and we could never work out why. But yeah,
Yeah.
Abel
Well, dude,
used to get
it's
very, very not knocked off, but when people
yeah.
did it constantly, I think he would get a little bit annoyed.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's the same thing with, in every year in school until high school, they'd be like boots, whatever. They couldn't pronounce my name. So I get it,
Crazy.
man.
It's
And
Fouts.
it
It's not
just
difficult, is it? It's just
no, it got to the point where it was like if it started like they were mouthing the F and stuttering, I was like, yeah, I'm here.
yeah. I'm
I'm the
John. I'm
only F in
John.
the
Yeah.
class, man. Yeah.
But right, I will leave you to your day. I will
Man, I'm
go
gonna yep.
get the cat his supper.
Well, have fun, man. That's a late
I
dinner for
will.
your cat, but
Always. Yeah, he's been out
yeah,
all day.
man.
Been out.
Yeah.
Been out night sunbathing. If that's a thing. I don't know. Could be.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I look forward to having a catch up soon, John.
Sounds
As
good, man.
always. And thank you for the amazing podcast. I've missed it too.
Hey, man, and keep me posted on all things medical as well.
I will
So,
indeed. Cheek operations. Yep, definitely.
yeah, man. All
All
right.
right. You take care.
Take care.
Bye. Bye.